G'day. In my experience, moving 3D models between CAD platforms has rarely been easy. The idea of doing that is something I gave up on quite a few years ago. Today, I'm going to revisit this idea. My goal is to explore exporting a file from Onshape, then loading it in SolidWorks and seeing if I can continue working on the part. This fidget spinner was made by one of my students. I think this is a really nice example of a model to test out the ability to transfer files. I'll scroll back through the history and share with you how the student made this fidget spinner. They started with a simple sketch, extruded that, sketched a hole and extruded that hole, then sketched a shape for the spokes on the fidget, extruded that, created some nice fillets, made a circular pattern to repeat the spokes around the axes of rotation, and finally did a Boolean operation to join all of those separate parts down the side here into one. So the student has taken a nice approach to this job and produced a nice efficient model. When I right click on that part and click export, the last file settings that I used come up in the box here. Typically I'm exporting for 3D printing, so STL is the format that I use. Today though, I'm going to change this up a little bit, and you can see there when I click on the drop down menu, there is actually quite a range of export options, including Parasolid, ACIS, whatever that is, Step, which is a format I've seen plenty of times. I'm going to click on SolidWorks, hit export now. This took a significant amount of time longer than it did to export as a STL file. Anyway, I'll open that up now. Straight away you can see the file has come into SolidWorks. That's pretty typical. Usually I've had no problem getting 3D files into SolidWorks. It's just being able to work with them after importing them. FeatureWorks has automatically popped up with this box asking, do I want to proceed with feature recognition? I'll hit yes. Okay, I'm going to leave all of these settings as default. Click the tick. Now I'll take a look at what's happened. SolidWorks has created its own version of a history. Basically, it looks like it has reverse engineered the part. I'll just roll back and take a look at what it's done. All right, there is fillet 2. Fillet 1, interesting. So that fillet was in the sketch, I believe. That fillet is in the sketch there. It's created a hole. It looks like it has revolved a hole or used a hole wizard. I'm not very familiar with the hole wizard. I never use it. For my own uses, I've found the hole wizard to be more of a distraction. I think that's probably a matter of preference. And the extrude here, SolidWorks has created a sketch based on the size and shape of the part that was brought in. So while it doesn't bring in all of the original history, there is certainly a workable file here. It's quite possible to continue working on or modifying this fidget spinner from Onshape to SolidWorks very seamlessly with a workable solid body that can be manipulated, modified, and continue to be edited post being imported, as you can see here from my addition of a nice 1mm fillet right around that central hub. It is a wake-up call for me that beliefs that I may have based on experiences from the past really are assumption only, because software does improve and evolve over time. All good software designers are consistently working on to make sure that their user experience continues to improve. On that pleasantly surprised experience, that's enough from me today. See you next time.